Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm too nervous. I don't trust it anymore since that last time I ruined it when we started the podcast and I pressed the play button.
Yeah.
And I pressed it twice. Somehow I pressed it like, did it? And we got a
It was the
millisecond.
shortest video ever. We should have submitted that
We should have, yeah, the shortest podcast ever, yeah.
to the World Book of Guinness Records.
I know, I said, the World Book.
Anyway, folks, it is PJ and Jim's after show. And I tell you something, although for you listening at home, or maybe even watching us on Facebook or YouTube or whatever, you may not notice any difference.
No.
But there is a difference.
Hugely
because
so.
we are now in our air-conditioned studios.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you're looking at this, I would like to show you something on camera. No sweaty pits. Look at that. It is the first time. Look at that.
Wow.
Oh,
You see,
a hole.
that's the thing that this show does.
I have a hole in
The-
the bleeding. No, it's taken me that long to realise I have a hole in my armpit.
That's the
for
kind
God's
of,
sake.
like, there's no other podcast gives you that level of insight into the presenters.
I
that
know.
you literally would go up to the camera and show them your armpits.
Show them your old filthy armpit. I know.
And now you've discovered you got a hole.
I've got a hole in me. I probably have one of yours. So hold on, let me check. Hold on.
Right, he's got to check for his other hole. No, he's only got the one hole.
I only have one hole. Thank God for that. Thank God for that.
Isn't it, why do they? I mean, obviously, I suppose it's just when you're dragging on your t-shirt.
Yeah.
But I get them in weird spots as well.
Same here.
They're
Yeah.
catching things.
Catching things.
Like I have a t-shirt, a white t-shirt, and it has a little hole just beside the collar. And I'm
Right.
thinking to myself, how in the name of Jesus would you get a little hole there? Like,
Well, you could probably grow hair through it. You could probably sprouts up. You know the way you have those hairs like
industrial
wires.
strength hair.
Yeah.
Is that what you're trying
Jim
to say?
is like this guy. He can just a thing where he can flex his muscles, and it's not his muscles that break the t-shirt, but his hair stands up on end, and it all comes out the back like a hedgehog.
So that's what I am now. I've gone from silverback gorilla to
I know
to
it's a
bionic hedgehog.
No, it's a protection thing that gorillas do in the wild. It's a hedgehog jungle protection thing. That's what I've heard. I
do you
don't
ever get
know.
them? Do you ever, like, if you have like long sleeve things, jumpers or whatever? Do you ever get them in the around it because you catch them in like under your watch or something or whatever?
I get them on the chest of my t-shirt here.
Oh, look, you do?
See them? I get them there
What is that?
all the time. Because of me, I wear a little chain around my neck, and for some reason, I don't know what it is about this particular chain.
You know, PJ,
But
you
I
have to
used
show
to
the
with
camera now
t-shirts,
because
yeah.
PJ looks basically like somebody hung a dartboard on his face, right? And then a few missed shots went into
Yeah.
his chest.
All my t-shirts
It's like-
have that.
Yeah,
Like
you-
all
I
of
mean,
them.
that's literally the first time I've ever seen a man with woodworm.
I've got woodworm on my chest. Yeah.
That's extraordinary.
And it's just from whatever way my neck chain. I've this little Celtic cross neck chain. It just rips holes in
keeps catching
t-shirts.
it.
Yeah. Oh, like any t-shirt I have that's past a certain. I mean, I don't keep them for that long. Maybe 12, 20, 30 years, something like that. But after maybe 5 years, it eats through them. Yeah.
That's amazing.
I know. Yeah, it just seems to happen. It just seems to happen to them all. Whatever it is about that neck chain, all of them, they all get it there. Yeah.
That's brilliant.
Tell you
It
the-
makes you easily identifiable, though.
Mind you, I did rip the.
Plus, no wonder, I've just realised something.
Yeah.
Oh, you know, your obsession with cold. It's because cold. You're ventilated, man.
Ventilated
You've got
all over, yeah.
All your clothes are ventilated. You can never keep the cold out.
It really is lucky I only have one hole.
Yes.
Yeah, you know the people you think about it. And did I tell you about what happened with the bike not starting last week?
As
With
in-
the AA man.
Yeah.
And ripping me jeans. Did I tell you about that? I did, didn't I?
Oh, yeah.
Oh man, that was horrendous. That was the most. That's awful.
No, hang a second. That was where you ripped your jeans. You ripped it all down the side or something, all down the leg.
Yeah, running down to get the registration off the thing, off the bike.
Okay, hang on. Remind me then, because I'm confused now.
Which?
So, okay, so your
It was
bike
a very
didn't
bad
start.
day. I had a very bad day.
Okay, yeah.
Let me,
I
let's
remember
just
your
start
bike
by
didn't
saying I
start.
had a very bad day, right? I was supposed to do an audition that day, right? Which happened, but it could have been better because I had a very bad day. I had a very bad fucking day, right? So it started off, I can't even remember what happened in here, but something bad happened in here. Something bad here happens every day. That's grand. Normally it's better than it is. Anyway, then my bike. Oh, that's what it was. It was the day I had to cycle in. That's what happened.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that was the cause of it was your bike breaking
Yes,
down.
so the bike
you had
broke
to
down.
cycle in.
So I had to cycle in
But
here. I got ridiculed and laughed at in here. That's what it was. It was great fun. In fairness.
Well, I mean, what do you expect from your friends?
In fair, I would expect no less. I'm actually privileged. I enjoyed the level that you went to humiliate me was actually fantastic. I was actually very
I
honoured.
mean, I would think we have to doff our caps to the listeners who also chimed in brilliantly
They're
to make
unreal.
sure that you fully were indulged in your misery.
Oh yeah, like you know that you've been embarrassed properly when there's people shouting out of car windows at you as the day goes past, you know. So that's and then I went home. I called the AA, you know, the AA man.
Yeah.
And whatever it is about the people in the AA, they're always, you know the way they used to have
You
an
called
ad
the
years ago?
AA and you said, listen, I don't know, I need to speak to somebody because I don't know if I can stay away from the drink.
Yeah, this day has
I'm
been
having
so
a
bad.
shit day.
Yeah, I'm here, I've got a slab of cans.
You're going to have to send out a mentor because I'm very close to hitting the gargoyle.
Send out someone, send them and tell them to bring cans just in case I do go for it. So I called the AA, and they, you know, remember years ago they had that ad? Yeah, he's a very nice man. Do you remember that ad?
No.
The AA, they used to, that was their slogan. He's a very nice man. That was an ad on
right,
British
okay,
TV.
for the AA.
Yeah, they always seem to be very nice lads that come out to you. And he came out anyway, and then he got the bike going and all. But before, I was, you know the way you ring, right? So you ring the hotline, right? You ring, hello, emergency, and you go, yes, I have emergency, my bike won't start. Where are you? I'm at home. And then immediately you're not on the emergency list anymore. You're on that. Right, so you're stuck at home. They said check that with you. So you're stuck at home. I'm stuck at home. Okay, might take a little longer if you're at home. I was like, oh, that's fine.
Yeah. So in other words, you're not in any threat. You're not by the side of a giant motorway that you could get run over on or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there's somebody else, you know, like an L1 who's run out of petrol in the middle of the M50 gets priority, essentially.
Yeah. Typical,
Typical, innit? Bloody hell. I was like, so then they go, what's the registration of the vehicle?
Oh, nightmare.
And that's when they go, I don't know. It's like, you know, they ask you your own phone number and you go, I don't know, man. I have to go through the phone now. I have to save my own phone number in the phone in case anyone asks me. Anyway, I was like, hold on, I'll get it for you. I ran down the stairs and caught me cacks on the car, man. On the door of the car. And then it ripped, like, from the knee, from the back pocket. It ripped down to the knee. I had this huge rip of my trousers. But I'm on the phone. Which means you still have to continue outdoors. So I'm standing in the front garden. No, it's a busy road.
With a lot of thigh on display.
Yeah, with a whole lot of leg out, reading the back of a motorcycle, like I'm posing for a shoot, except there's no photographer there. You know, so I'm doing
God.
It's 161G. I don't remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't that weird though?
But then I went upstairs and I was in such a bad mood. You know, you're stomping around. I was like, fucking bike won't start me. Completely new. I only have them jeans a couple of weeks. I bought them to go on the fucking Deirdre O'Kane show. I only have them only a couple of weeks old.
Yeah.
And then I fell over the bed and cut my shin. And I was like, I can't believe this. Can't believe this.
You cut your shin as well.
Well, yeah, look at it. I think you can see it, can you? Oh, look, tiny cut.
Yeah.
Cut it. Tiny cut.
Yeah.
Well, I fell over the bed and cut. It was that,
oh my God, it wasn't a good day for your jeans, or in fact, for your general lower half.
Yeah, exactly.
It wasn't good.
And then I went to do my audition.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I went to do the audition. And I had
Did that involve a lot of your bottom half?
It involves me. You had to walk in the fucking door. And because auditions are very different now, you have to just tape them with the person.
Right.
There's only one person there. You can't. It's not like a panel. Of
of course. Yeah.
So it's literally just you and one person who's across the room, a long way away from you. You know.
Yeah.
And she goes, "How are you?" And I went, "I'll be honest with you, I'm having a really shit day." And she's like, "Pardon?" I said, "Yeah. My bike wouldn't start. I had to cycle into work.
Jim was slagging me when I got there.
Yeah, I cut my shin on the table. I fell over the bed. I cut it on the I fell on road. I hit me shit on the table. I cut my shin.
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you. I've had better days. And she was like, "Great." I was like, straight away I went, "Well, I'm not getting this fucking part, am I?" It was just one of those. It was bad to worse. It was one of those days. And it was a Thursday. That's right. It was a Thursday. And I remember coming home, right?
Yeah.
Because, finally the bike was working and everything. I remember coming home and I just remember, well, I got a bag of cans and everything. This is like 7 o'clock on Thursday. Whatever. Thank God I just said no, cop on to yourself. I was like, well, I get a bag of cans. It's gas the way you can find
that bad a day.
refuge in a bag of cans. I called the AA. The AA had been to the house and I was already, well, I get a bag of cans. I think I'll get a bag of cans. Yeah, I'll get a bag of cans. I'll get a sack of cans and a packet of Manhattan crisps. They sell them in the off-license and they're very hard to resist. Sometimes I think I get cans just so I can get the crisps. You know that way?
Yeah. So you weren't really an alcoholic at all. It was a gateway to Manhattan crisps.
Yeah, you know the way some alcoholics, like, they'd be like, you have to have a glass of wine with your dinner and all this.
Yeah.
And they're going, you have to have a packet of crisps with a bag of cans. You know,
although I'd be with you on the old savoury snack front.
Oh, I know.
It wouldn't take much to tempt me down the slippery slope or the salty slope of savoury snacks.
That's it.
Absolutely.
You could actually call this show Sweet and Savoury because you love those things, don't you?
Yeah. And crisps, peanuts, popcorn, any sort of corn snacks or any snacks.
But I can resist them some of the time.
Yeah.
Not now, very rarely. But if there's chocolate in the house, man, I can hear it. I mean, I can fucking hear. I can hear the Jaffa Cakes in the street. Eat me. Come on down and munch me. Give me a lick in the middle of the crack of the arrow. Give me a lick up the crack of the arrow. I hear it. I can't resist. I can't do it.
Are you serious?
I can't do it. I can't do it. And then, like, I can hear biscuits. Like, like if there's crisps there, I'll be there going, I'm all right, maybe later.
Yeah.
And if I get very hungry, I'll go, fuck, I'll make a crisp sandwich or something like that.
Yeah.
But if it's chocolate, like, all day. Like,
You just can't resist.
I cannot resist it.
And you know what's
crack.
It's weird because it's funny you should say we are sort of chalk and cheese like that.
Yeah.
Because the other thing about it is we started off by saying to you, right, that the air conditioning's working again, right? So you'd imagine that's a good thing because there was all sorts of madness and makeshift things happening for ages until it started working again. And then it was literally day one of it working, right? And the complaint was me and Tara were freezing and PJ was roasting.
Yeah. Roasted, Saturday in his shorts.
I was saying to him, like, so it's grand now with the air conditioning. I haven't noticed any difference. He
Yeah,
says.
I haven't noticed any.
Yeah, well, I was free. And like, and the weird thing about it is, it should be the reverse.
I know.
Because with me carrying the little bit of extra blubber, I should be the one that's too hot all the time. You should be the one who you know what I mean?
Yeah, but I don't
But
know.
you suffer mad with the cold.
I don't know what's. Yeah, I do.
You
Yeah.
really do.
I really do. Yeah.
But yes,
I'm
you
like a
hate the
granny.
cold.
Like,
You hate the cold,
hate
but you're
the cold.
always too warm.
but I'm always roasting.
What the fuck is that?
But I mean, I don't know. I'm like, I literally like one of them grumbling grannies. You know what I mean? That's never walking around. You know when you see grannies and it's like July and they have a hat on and a full coat and tights as thick as a pair of jeans, and they're like, it's about the heat. I tell you what, now you try fucking taking the jacket off at least, you know. And then it gets dark. And miserable.
So-
and all of a sudden they're not wearing the hat anymore. They're wearing just a thin, like hooded thing, like scarf thing.
So, do you have, the way, like, for say in general, most people would think of like a general spectrum
Yeah.
of, of hot to cold and all the varying degrees in between. And say, as you'd be starting to get to the cold, before you got to cold, you'd start feeling a little bit chillier, cool,
No.
or whatever. Or else, before you got to the hot, you'd start feeling, it's gotten a little warm, hasn't it? It's whatever. But you seem to have this tiny fucking window.
The window,
right?
perfect.
Literally, this tiny
Yeah.
window of just perfect.
That's it.
Everything else that side of it is
Freezing.
fucking freezing, and everything that side of it is Jesus roasting.
Outrageously hot. Yeah.
It's incredible.
And also,
It's like you were just stepping from one side to the other. I'm burning the balls off myself. I'm frozen to death.
freezing. But if I can get me 1 foot on either side, I'm absolutely all right. I know. And here's the weird. It gets even weirder again. Outdoor heat. No matter how hot it is. Outdoor heat. Love it.
What?
Indoor heat. What do you mean?
As in,
Like if 32 degrees.
If we had a record summer,
Yeah,
you'd
love
walk around in the boiling no matter how hot the sun was.
No matter how, I love it. At 32 degrees, 33 degrees, absolutely love it.
Right.
See though, indoor heat at 26, fucking kill you, man. Can't cope with it. I can't cope with
Yeah.
it. I get all sweat down the crack of me bum and in the middle of me back and everything. And then you
So
get,
what you need?
Oh, you get Mickey soup and then you're like all uncomfortable and you get all the patches. But I can't cope with it. I
Right,
don't know
I've
what it is.
decided then what we need for you is it's not heat then, it's you need a constant draft. That's what you need. You need
Yes.
you need an airflow.
Yeah, but that draft has to be around 21 degrees. It can't be any cooler than that or else it'll be freezing.
Right, I'll tell you what I'm going to do, right? In future when we do the show, I'll do the show and in this hand I'm going to hold like a giant leaf or fan or something.
Yeah.
I'm going to just create a general airflow.
That's an amazing
just
idea.
to stop you getting crack sweat and Mickey soup and all.
Oh, that's an amazing idea. You know when you see those movies like that, and there's some emperor and he's lying down and he's holding his hand, he's like, oh God, the heat like that, and he's got 2 slaves and they're batting huge leaves at him like that, and and it's normally done as like look at that, the absolute outrage that is done. Them poor slaves now they're doing that, and your man's lying on his back and he's like, oh, this is outrageous, this heat is too much. I'm like, that's the only time I look at them lads and go, I see, I don't think that's too much to ask now.
So if you actually had a lotto win, that's what it'd be. It doesn't matter about cars and castles and all.
No.
It'd be just 2 lads walking around either side of you, just batting giant dock leaves.
2 lads in robes so they don't get too hot themselves, walking around. Imagine standing waiting on the bus there on Abbey Street.
2 giant cabbage leaves.
2 giant cabbage leaves. What's going on there? Don't mind them. I pay them. They keep the temperature right. Step closer to me if you want. Yeah, you get the benefit of it. You're laughing at me now, but it's amazing.
The ultimate in air conditioning, that would be.
Oh yeah. I might get one in there. That'd be the right job,
Yeah. Have you ever, do you know, can you pinpoint where this, have you been like this all your life? Like, did you sit in school constantly complaining about
Constantly.
the heat?
Always, yeah. The heat coming in the window. See, if you're outside the window, you're grand, but if you're inside,
Yeah, actually, now to be fair, that was
Oh,
because I mean, if you did get a window seat on a summer's day, like one side of your face basically turned to dust. It was so hot.
Oh, it was awful.
Yeah.
And then they'd open it, and it was even worse. Should be outside. Sending the kids to school is cruelty. What does a kid ever gain?
Do you ever get
school?
the feeling that maybe you were born in the wrong country?
Oh, yeah.
Like you should have been born in, I don't know, just where outside is just you spend a lot more time outside.
Yeah, I think there's definitely. Although I don't know.
Although I wouldn't like it too hot.
I wouldn't want to be like. I mean, they have indoors over there as well. I don't know if I'd like that.
Oh my god!
Just a perfectly cranky old fart. I think I was just born. I'm an old lady. In a middle-aged man's body. That's what I am. I've come to terms with it. In fact, I'd like you to call me Agnes from now on.
Right.
Yeah.
Knock off the camera,
There and
Agnes.
all the other girls. You're right, Agnes. I'm all right. You know yourself. But the Mickey soup is awful in July.